Hello, this is Selling Houston P.O.V. I'm Bernard Lewis. I have
Ebony Royal.
And some special guests.
Waseem Berry, Jet Mortgage.
Sparkle Chanel, Braden Real Estate Group, and GO3 Vodka.
GO3, that's a whole nother story. But we're going to get into it.
Yes. Let me tell y'all something. This is going to be fun.
This one will be a pretty fun one.
Yes.
There's podcasts, and then there's also just Selling Houston POV podcasts. Yeah. We always lit.
Always.
Can we toast to that?
Salud.
Yes.
Salud. Cling. You got it too far. You got you. All right.
So we are here today with our special guests. We have Waseem from Jet Mortgage. And we also have Sparkle, who is our guest host. She is sitting in for our girl, Aisha. Aisha actually is at a graduation. Y'all know this is
graduation season.
It's graduation season. So she is at a graduation. She could not miss it, but we are excited to have Sparkle. Sparkle is actually one of the real estate agents at Braden Real Estate Group. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Sparkle, and then we'll
go over to Waseem.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say thank you for having me. I really appreciate it so much. And it's an honor to replace my soror, Aisha. So I have to represent for AKA today. So it's lovely. I'm so excited to be here. So this is, I've done podcasts before, but this is my first podcast in Houston with my fellow colleagues. So I'm super excited.
We're glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Spicy. I call her spicy.
She do.
Spicy Sparkle.
Even though she's Sparkle, but she's spicy.
I got a little spice, a little sauce.
So, Sparkle, you have a shirt on, and if you don't mind, I guess maybe telling everybody what that is. Some people are listening to us. Not everybody watches us on YouTube.
Okay.
But just tell us about what's going on over there.
So for those who can see, it's my fabulous. I have like many of these. So this has been my uniform for the past week. So it's General Orders Vodka 3. So we have founding members, including my husband and I. We started a vodka brand that is Texas made, y'all. It is the first ultra premium vodka in Texas. So it's made in the Fifth Ward.
What does ultra premium mean?
It just means that it's filtered and it has that smooth taste. So it means that we spent extra money.
It sounds luxury. That's what I was going to say.
I was going to say.
It sounds luxury to me.
We put in the extra money to make this a luxury, like smooth brand. So, typically, like I'm a vodka drinker. And so, of course, you're a vodka connoisseur, and Miss Ebony as well.
Thank
and
you.
so,
I've never heard that one.
Well, you said that because because you was, when you did your tasting, you was just like you gave a whole palate. It's a semi whatever
semi palate.
Yeah, like the wine. Yeah. So it's just premium. It's a luxury craft vodka that you can use.
Delicious.
That's what we're drinking it today. We popped a bottle, or I did it.
We brought a signed bottle.
We appreciate
for Selling
this.
POV, because these are my people, so they deserve the best, and I wanted them to have a best. And that actually came out of one of our personal cases at home. So we have cases.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
1865.
Yeah, 1865.
So while you're holding it up, can you top me off a little bit, please?
Yes.
You gotta hold your cup.
So General Orders, basically what General Orders is why we started. We started the brand because it is all about freedom, right? Independence. So General Orders number 3, he gave the orders in 1865 to free the slaves in Galveston. And so I don't know if anyone knows that part of the history or not, but that's Juneteenth, right? Yeah. Juneteenth. So we created it around that, but not only that, HBCU alums. I'm an honorary HBCU alum because I paid into HBCU, right? My son went to P.O.V. My husband went to P.O.V. Whole entire family. Many of our partners went to HBCUs as well, including TSU, Cornell, all of that. So we actually started it from there. So the 8.65% of the proceeds of the net profit of the sale of the vodka will be going towards scholarships for HBCUs. And that's a lot. Say 18.65% is a lot. Because we're going to be selling a lot of vodka. We sold out of our first preview tasting last Friday at Bottles in Edo. And so that we sold out, 15 cases, which we told him, Corey, if you're listening, told you to get 20, and people were still like trying to get it. They were buying cases and bottles. So it was just such a blessing. So yeah, and we're going to be in, oh my gosh, we're launching at a liquor store in spring this weekend. Magic 102 will be there. We do have another activation at OST in Third Ward next week. Specs, Ralston, Fiesta, it's going to be all over. So we're like taking over Texas, bars like 5015, Faces, Warwick. It's going to be in most of the bars and restaurants. And I know Waseem, he's going to put us in Landry's.
Don't forget about the little people. I'm just saying.
What? No. First of all,
when you like on your yacht in Miami and stuff.
Guess what? Y'all here because
can you invite us? Because we'll
you're gonna have a VIP pass. You're gonna be with us, right? Okay. So first of all, this is GO3. This is the first podcast that we've been on since we launched.
We're honored.
So
yes,
right? Why not?
And we're used to making history.
Yes,
absolutely. That's what we do.
Yes, we make history. And so another thing is we're sponsoring a concert here in Houston, June 18th, on Juneteenth, at 713 Music Hall. So you can purchase your tickets on Ticketmaster, follow GO3 Vodka on all social platforms. The entire concert proceeds will be going to PV and TSU alumni, so to give out the scholarships. So we're not making any profit. We just want to give back to our community. So that's an important aspect of freedom, is to be able to give back financially to help our community, all of that. And so Lucky Day will be...
Do you know Lucky Day is my favorite?
That's my favorite, girl.
Stop it.
Oh,
that is
no.
My favorite.
My husband surprised me and was like, here's the lineup.
The same. He surprised you with the lineup.
He surprised me with the lineup. He was like, gosh. Lucky Day. And I was like, that's my favorite. I love Lucky Day. Wale, Chrisette Michelle, which I will see her in Chicago this coming weekend, next weekend. Inala, a few other Houston 97.9, it's going to be a big deal. So make sure you purchase your tickets. We're not getting anything from it, but that's going to be the official launch. So
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So GO3, you want to make sure you guys follow them, and you guys, you'll be popping up in different liquor stores is what I'm getting.
Absolutely. All over Houston. So just if you follow, everyone's been asking where to buy. And it's just been so overwhelming. So I just want to apologize for those who are listening in advance that I haven't gotten to my DMs. It's so many text messages. We've been flooded, and I just count it as a blessing because there's so many people that want to support. But we don't only want you to support and buy the bottle. We want you to love it so you can continuously buy. And if you're going to your liquor store like Twins or HEB or wherever, and they don't have it, ask for it, because if you ask for it, then they're going to purchase it. Right. So we want that. But we want you to love it. We don't want you to just buy it as a novelty. We want you to purchase it because you enjoy it.
Well, I enjoy it, and I will be purchasing it.
Yeah. I want to know,
for real.
What did y'all think about it?
I love it. First of all, I used to get in trouble when I was little. I have no problem telling people what's on my brain, okay? And
I believe it.
Emily's like, wait.
I know.
But no, seriously. And not only does the bottle look really nice, right? You have 1865, carved through it. It tastes very well. And it just makes me feel like this is an expensive bottle. We didn't want to open it.
Yeah, I did not want to open it.
No.
I was like, open a bottle. Get some more bottles. And the price point is absolutely like amazing because I know like Ciroc, we were right next to Ciroc and it was like 43. Our bottle is between 26 to 28.
GO3 me, please.
Yes.
GO3 me.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. And
to the lady in the back of the house, GO3 me, please.
In cases, okay.
There is 12. It comes 12 to a case. So yes.
Wow.
And you have Texas carved all through this thing.
Texas, honey. Juneteenth. The history.
Listen.
I am just.
I love it.
No, it's really good.
And you can't be up here crying either. We don't do that on here.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
But it is amazing. It is amazing.
Thank you so much.
So we wanted to definitely take time to bring you on and really talk about this. This is huge.
This is huge.
I didn't, let me say this. I just told my husband, we just did a media day yesterday. And so our social team is in Atlanta. So we have teams all over, right? And so they were just like, can you get us some content? Y'all know I love videos, pictures, all that. But when I started seeing it, because I remember when we were tasting it, and every time it's so important for me to capture the moment when anyone is tasting it, because I remember when we were at the distillery in Fifth Ward and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is the one. And it has a hint of sweet potato. So you taste the little sweetness, but it's not too sweet. And when people say that, it gives me chills because I was like, that's the first thing I felt. So in all honesty, I just want to say, Ebony and Bernard, I really appreciate you so much. And Bernard is an advocate because he was like, no, wear your shirt. Because I was like, what? How am I supposed to dress for this podcast? What am I supposed to wear?
You gonna wear what your business is.
He was like, no, put your shirt on, put your, That's so right. I'm so like, you just do not even know. Like, this is my first time being on as a co-host, but I really appreciate you guys so much for even thinking of me and then wanting to add a little flavor of vodka to
that's what we're about, though.
Yes. Look, when we found out that Aisha couldn't be here,
you said Sparkle.
I was like, Sparkle.
I was like, you show. Let me get her on the phone right now. I hope she ain't busy.
But no, I was like, I'm about to call.
I said, take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Like Sparkle. Because I know she's going to be a great co-host.
Oh,
thank you.
Sparkle is fun. And, that's what we're about. Our podcast, we want to lead with value, but we also want to help others, right? And
all the time.
A part of being with Braden Real Estate Group, it's just the way we operate, right?
Absolutely.
And I love that.
We reach back, we pull forward. Not saying you're way in the back, but this is something that you are trying to put out. So we want to reach back and pull you forward.
Yes.
And this is going to be, this goes across the globe. We have people in Canada that listen to us. Okay. And I want you to be broadcasted on YouTube and all of these podcast platforms. So and we wish you the best.
We wish you the best. And I have a sneaky suspicion that this won't be the last time you'll be co-hosting.
Oh, absolutely.
You're trying to get me to work.
We just hadn't had time to discuss. I'm waiting on the end of the show. We rode together, so it'll be our car ride home.
They just want more vodka.
Waseem was like, okay, go ahead and hit me.
Top me off.
Keep topping me off.
Yes.
Well, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome, and we thank you.
Yes. All right, we gotta hop into it.
Yeah. So Waseem, tell us a little bit about you.
Go
and
ahead.
then we'll roll into the topic. Now, this topic, please don't pause us. I want you to listen throughout because this topic will be one for the books. It's something that we don't discuss in Houston, but it's discussed in other cities.
And
it's a thing. It's a whole thing that Houstonians don't know about. Yeah. So we want to, at Selling Houston P.O.V, we want to lead with value. And we want to make sure that you learn and take away something. And obviously something to help you grow your portfolio, whether you need to buy a house or investment or whatever. So, Mr. Waseem, you want to take it away?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to first of all say thank you so much for having me on. It's a This is my first podcast, you know.
Well, welcome.
Look.
We'll invite you back too.
Yeah.
I would love that. But a little bit about myself. I am a VP and branch owner of Jet Mortgage.
Okay.
Vice president, and we've been in business for about a year and a half now. And we just started the Houston branch not too long ago. Ebony was at the launch party, and we had a great time and stuff like that. So a lot of fun things about us, realtors. If you're listening, we have wow factors in place that will amaze you, and we have every single program out there known to every single bank. So DSRs, credit repair programs, second chance financing.
So this is my role. I like to break things down because
not everybody understands.
Yes, not everybody understands like those acronyms. You know?
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
So that's no. Don't be sorry. So can you just share like what is a DSR?
So what I was brought on for was you're gonna ask me a lot of questions about non-QM products and that's what a DSCR is. It's a non-QM product. So it doesn't fit your typical Fannie Freddie guidelines. These are loans that we can't sell in the secondary market, that we actually have to keep on an investor's books. And so the reason why they do that is because they want to genuate the business and they want to continue to grow their portfolios and make money off the interest, right? So a DSCR is a form of a non-QM program, which basically it's almost like the no-doc loan of today. Okay. So basically, if you have 20% down, then we just basically look at the rental comps in the area. This is mostly for investors. They literally don't have to come out with any 1099s, tax returns, anything like that. We just base it on the rental comps in the area.
No doc.
No paperwork.
No paperwork. All we need is an appraisal.
So when they do that, I have a question now, and I know you have a lot of things to go over. When they do that, could they put that in an LLC or a S corp?
Yes.
So no doc. You just turn in your business docs.
I literally was about to ask that.
Yeah. So you could do it in an LLC, in an S corp, a DBA if you wanted.
Not a DBA. Get out of here.
Yes.
I didn't consider DBA
your social, you know.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
I was gonna say that.
Okay.
I mean, essentially, you're still looking at some personal. Okay.
Okay, but it's still in the. Well, it's in both names at that point.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
I do have a client for you.
Oh,
like
let's do it.
I just picked. Well, yes, I have two for you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Look at that coming
now
on.
that see and thankful for Ebony that she told you to break it down because you were like going so fast, and I understood, but you know I didn't understand like what all that you offer. So those are wow things for realtors. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm definitely to break it down. I'm like, talk to me like I'm in kindergarten.
Yes.
Not everybody understands.
I don't understand everything either.
Sure. But that's what I'm here for is, you know, my job is to make sure that your clients are, if they don't fit the cookie cutter, typical, you know, parameters, that I can think out the box and go to a bank, go to an investor. I work with 180 different banks, you know, and we are going to start funding our own loans here pretty soon, that, you know exactly where you stand. And my job is to fit that borrower into a box that no bank may want to do. We just actually did a loan for someone that had a 560 credit score. 560 credit score, a non-QM program.
What did they have to put down?
10%.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad. I mean, you got to give somewhere, okay?
Right, exactly.
A lot of people are afraid because they're just like, oh my gosh, I have to put 20% down, and people don't understand. No, you don't have to. You have what, 3.5% to 20%. The more you put down,
really,
the better. Yeah,
3%, absolutely, yeah. So,
but 10% under
down,
580.
Under 580.
Most lenders tell you, no, I can't help you.
55% DTI is where we closing at. So
wow.
That's high. So what about student loans? Because I know that
that's usually a FHA. It was
no, it was not FHA, non-QM.
That's usually that's a non-QM. So that's usually,
you got to keep it in house.
Yeah. So you got to keep it in house.
When your DTI is high like that, typically people try to put you towards FHA.
Yeah.
So that's incredible.
It is. And then the take of the night is going to be the 40-year program.
Yeah, let's so talk about it. So Waseem has a 40-year program, right? So 40-year mortgage.
That's amazing.
So your traditional mortgage, you'll hear people say they have a 15-year mortgage. Some people or most people say they have a 30-year mortgage. I know I do. Give me 30. 30 me, please.
Yeah.
But now we have Waseem here. He can 40 me, please.
Yep.
So can you educate us on that and our viewers, and got to speak like with kindergartens because this is all new to us. I know that that's something that goes on in Cali. Yeah, and that's how they've been buying their houses for years.
Yeah.
So can you help us?
So this 40-year program was made because of the inflation rate and because of the way the economy is right now, with the home prices going up so much that, and the rates have gone up so much, if you haven't been noticing, that now banks are like, well, how do we stay competitive? How do we keep people buying houses, right? So they came out with this 40-year program, and basically it's simple, right? So you just take your loan, and you're going to be instead of being in over, 360 months, now you're going to be over a longer period of time, which drops your payment. So it makes your home a little bit more affordable.
Yeah.
But there is a little kick, and the kicker is not that bad, actually. The kicker is for your first 10 years, it's interest only. Okay. So what does that even do for qualifying borrowers? It brings their payment down even more.
So
so you're saying the first 10 years?
The first 10 years is
because people don't even stay in their house.
We sold the house
for like 5 to 7 years. So how amazing is that?
The average American usually sells their house every 5 years.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah. So for the first 10 years, it's interest only. And what banks are trying to expect, right, is that, especially here in Texas, it's not like California where the bubble pops and then everything went crazy. Mm-hmm. Here in Texas, even through the mortgage crisis, we really didn't see a big effect on the housing prices. Mm-hmm. So what banks did, they got smart and they said, what can we offer people that can get them qualified, but yet still, if they had to dump it, they would still be able to dump it because they're only paying interest only for the first 10 years. But hopefully in Texas, which we've seen throughout history, that your houses usually go up in value. They usually don't go down. So you still be able to.
We've never lost value.
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing about this program that I really like as well. And so for the first 10 years, it's interest only. So you're not paying anything towards principal.
Right. So let me ask you, but if a person wanted to,
they could
put money towards their principal, they could.
Always. It's a simple interest loan.
Yeah.
It's not like there's no prepayment penalty or anything like that. So after 2 years, you get that big bonus, or you get a better job or a promotion, and you're all of a sudden you're like, hey, I want to go into a 30-year or 15-year. Well, you have that option as well.
Awesome. Yeah. I think it's important to note, this is just a side note, that for a lot of new buyers out there, sometimes they feel like, oh, well, I'm gonna send extra money, in my payment. You have to be specific.
Specify what.
Very specific.
You can't just be sending money to a bank.
Yes, you can't. Yeah, because the bank will allocate that money to wherever they feel
they want it.
Usually in their pocket towards the interest.
Yep.
So make sure if you are sending extra money that you specify it needs to go. You want it to go to the principal. So that's just a side note.
So I have a question. What is the typical interest rate on this product?
Yes.
Right now, the prime rate right now, rates have kind of come down a little bit. So if you're looking at your traditional cookie cutter loan, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I want to give you kind of something to compare to, a perspective. Your typical loan right now is gonna range anywhere from 5% to 5.375 any given day on today's market. On a type of loan like this, you're going to range from anywhere from 5.875 to about 6.5%. So it's not really that big of a difference if you really look at the spectrum of things. It's about a percentage point. So let's take a look at that in numbers, right? And you wanted me to break it down for you. So let's just say an average of $350,000 house, and you're putting 10% down, right? So in that realm, at 5.25%. Let's just say an average, if you're doing a cookie cutter loan, your payment roughly will be around, this is without taxes and insurance.
Without taxes and insurance.
Your payment's probably going to be around about $1,700 to $2,000 a month. All right. If you go 40-year and you go at the at the, let's say 6%, 6% rate, your payment is probably going to be around $1,700, maybe even $1,600 a month.
Wow.
Without taxes and insurance.
Without taxes and insurance.
That's still
not bad. And again, like I said, I don't have a computer on me, and I've been drinking this vodka, so it's
is that GO3 you're drinking over there?
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking.
We're all drinking the vodka.
So, like I said, my numbers may not be, dead accurate on, and if you want more information on it, I can definitely send out some numbers to y'all, and that way you can share them. But yeah, so you're looking, because you're expanding it, right? So your payment's gonna drop compared to a 30-year, even at the higher interest rate, your payment's still gonna drop a couple hundred bucks.
That makes a difference for some people.
Oh,
it
does.
Yeah.
It does.
A couple $100, that's going towards groceries.
Yeah, I'm a payment shopper. I don't look at the big number. I look at what is the payment? Because that's all I care. I mean,
like when you go buy a car.
Cars,
I want my payment to be this.
This is what I'm comfortable with.
So figure it out.
That's it. It's not my job.
And then as high as groceries are, I mean, that's going towards like, hey, money in my pocket to spend $400 on eggs, milk, and bread at the grocery store as of right now.
Right.
And I guess this could also be an option for people. Let's just say that they are trying to apply for a traditional mortgage, but they don't really qualify because of the payment.
Correct.
So here's another option with a lower payment.
Can I say this too? So Waseem, when I met you, like I just loved like your personality.
Oh, wow.
And you were a people person, and I didn't know that you knew your stuff. Can I say stuff or shit?
Whatever you want to say.
Okay, I was gonna say shit like that. But I mean, this is like, so I was on a panel about bridging the gap between closing the gap for Black Americans, right? And so that is an issue for minorities that while we're not in that home ownership, what do you want to call it? Whatever, right? And it's harder for us. First of all, lack of education, lack of resources. And so this is a great opportunity to help minorities close the gap of home ownership, right?
Sure.
And build generational wealth. So I'm sitting here listening and trying to absorb this because it's exciting for me. And you're going to get my business. You're just going to get my business anyway. Because I'm just so, you know how you used to working with who you working with or whatever. And then sometimes you're like, okay, they understand me. They just understand my processes. Yeah. And they're my team. But that is helping people of all, of especially minorities, help us close the gap in home ownership.
And I'm kind of glad you brought that up, because what Jet Mortgage is going to start doing is we signed up with a couple of different sponsors to get, the Latin culture, and we can, the African Americans, they don't own homes. You know what I mean? It's very hard.
Look,
for them.
African Americans are still dead last. The Latino and Hispanic community has surpassed even the African American
Asian.
community.
You got Latino, yes.
Yeah, so we are still last with home ownership,
which is sad because we spend trillions of dollars. Everyone is marketing to us. Every commercial you hear, every time you hear the radio, if you pull up Instagram, social media, you hear some type of R&B, hip hop, some kind of soul, and they're marketing to us because we are the big spenders. And so, but on the home ownership piece, I don't even understand that piece of it, right?
Because we have the money.
We have the money. We don't know. But again, the lack of education, the lack of resources. And then I get a lot of, I deal with all different types of people. So I say real estate is luxury. I sell luxury real estate, but it could be $250, it could be $300, it could be $1 million, it could be whatever, right?
For sure, and that's what we do.
Yeah, and so I love that product because you're giving people opportunities. You're blessing people's lives who didn't even think. People don't even check their credit. I'm like, how you don't?
I was like, wait a second. You don't know.
You don't even know where you at to get to where you need to go.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
that's why we
y'all,
did
I'm about to say, y'all don't stalk us. That's a whole new podcast. That's a whole
we got
that's a whole new thing.
But Waseem is here to help close the gap with that.
The credit. So we have a secondary, what we call it, second chance financing financing from homeowners. And what it does is low credit scores down to 560, bankruptcies, foreclosures. If you have those type of things on your credit report, we'll take them. They don't have to be seasoned. There's no seasoning period or anything like that.
So you want to take everybody.
Right. So listen, I have to say this because we do have to wrap up.
Yeah,
like we can
do.
just keep going. We have to wrap up. But I want to say that's one of the reasons why I introduced Waseem to our brokerage, to our team, and really connected with him. Because when I went to, I was an invited guest. I didn't even know what I was going to, right? So I go to this party and I hear people talk about Waseem. I see him hug his mother and his family and talk about his family. And I just got full. And I'm like, I need to connect with this guy, because I feel that he's just starting this business. So I'm an entrepreneur at heart. He's just starting this business. I'm like, I need to connect with him. And ever since, there's been some really great energy from him. So we're excited. Yep. But so tell the audience how they can get in touch with you.
Oh, definitely. So www.jet-mortgage.com is our website. I'm on Instagram as WazyB09.
Yeah, because I had to make them, but go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm on Facebook, Jet Mortgage Facebook page. I'm on there as well. My email, internet, cell phone number 832-721-1392. I'm always available to answer questions or anything like that. But yeah, I'm just the best way to do it is Facebook, IG, website. We have a team ready for you for all your questions.
Or call, one of us, me and Bernard. We will definitely connect you with Waseem. So so let's wrap us up, Bernard.
Well, first I want Sparkle. If you can throw out your Instagram handles for those who want to.
Want me to add a little sparkle to everybody's lives right now?
Go ahead.
Okay. So the first one would be Sparkle_Chanel. Let me say this. I'm going to plug something else. I am a serial entrepreneur. My background is engineering. So I own a makeup company. And so I do have Makeup by Sparkle on right now. For those who are watching, my lips are popping. They've been popping since 5 hours. I haven't touched them up. So it's Makeup by Sparkle if you want to follow. This is Betty Boo. This is our #1 seller. This keeps me in business. The second one is Sparkle the Realtor. So all things real estate. And our newest brand added to our luxury brands is GO3 Vodka. So go follow, sign up, make sure you text because there's going to be a special summer cocktail that I will be creating. So you have to be watching. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Including martinis.
I was about
That's
to say,
awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you.
And we really appreciate it.
It's been great.
Well, this is Selling Houston P.O.V. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.